Well, good evening, one and all, and we are back with fishing North Atlantic, and it's part two of this intrepid adventure out in the Atlantic Sea here in Nova Scotia, where today, in this part two, if I haven't said it twice already, I like to repeat myself, we are going to head back out to sea and get us some more lobster. But first of all, I'm just going to dock here at Lunenburg. Okay. In the last part, we did quite well. And why is my boat like shooting back from the dock? It literally just shot back there for no reason. Um, yes, in the last part, we did fairly okay. We managed to haul well over 1,000 k worth of lobster. Yes, $100,000 worth of lobster. By the time we went out and caught our first catch, we only had $17 to our name, and we managed to return, I believe, with about $40,000, 40k. We had to spend a little bit of money on repairs and fuel to go back out to sea again, which I believe left us with about 35 remaining. 35k, that is. And then we managed to bag ourselves another $73,000 in our second catch, an even bigger catch because we went from having 7 lobster pots to 12. So we managed to really achieve quite a lot. So in this part, I think I would like to try and equal that, if not better. So our starting money for this evening is $108,310.06. So we need to try and double that to well over 200,000 if we can. So before we head out to sea, we need to dismiss those things because those things really do bug me. They're everywhere. So for maintenance, we're just going to make sure that we're fully fueled. All repairs are up to scratch. We are undamaged. We've just repaired the boat. We're going to make sure that all our fishing gear, let me just dismiss all these as well because they are a pain in the backside. We're just going to go to fishing gear and make sure that we've got 12 pots. Yes, we have. And we've got 5 blocks of bait, which we do have, which is all good, and we're ready to rock and roll. I will just check the town, or just dismiss these as well, because they are a pain in the ass. Right, we're going to go to the bar and just have a look. So we have got another tip for lobster, which was from a week ago. So we will take that, because that was only a week ago. And we are currently on April the 5th, 2020, in-game time. So if we were now to go to the map, let's have a look at the map now. We're here at Lunenburg, in the top sort of right-hand corner of the map. This is where we did our previous catch 4 days ago, so we're looking quite good. The lobsters seem to be heading north to Lunenburg, to be precise. I don't know if there is any other lobster sightings anywhere else on the map. Oh, there's one right up here, but this, I think, yeah, 6 days ago, so that's no good to us. So we need to head over to this one, which was only 4 days ago, so that's good enough for us. So I think what we'll do is we will back out of here, back out of this. We haven't got a crew, so we don't need to worry about that. I'm not sure if I've got the audio levels correct. Hopefully I have, and the engine isn't too overpowering. So what I'm going to do is, before we head out to sea, I'm just going to effects. I'm just going to drop that down by 5, just in case, because to me, actually no, I'm going to leave that on 65. I'm going to drop the master volume down to 60, just because I'm a bit concerned that that the actual audio is a bit loud, and I just adjusted the little, but you might have heard a bit of a tapping noise on the mic there, but that was just me adjusting the volume on my headset as well. Discard settings. No, we don't want to discard settings. We want to resume. Right. Because to me, this is quite loud. So I'm just going to turn that down a little bit on the headphones. Okay, so let's head out to sea. Hopefully we can do a bit of fast tracking in a minute. I'm not sure what the audio is like in terms of whether I've got the balance right, because I'm a bit concerned that the engine noise is overpowering my narration of this video. We had a bit of problem with the Fernbus simulator but we managed to sort that now. We managed to find the balance in that. So hopefully the same is for this game. It sounds really loud on the headphones, but hopefully when I play this back it won't be so bad. So we're going to head out to here. Fast track. Down we go. That's good enough. We're going to get our sonar on. And hopefully, very, very shortly, if I just position my Orca in this direction, which is the way the yellow arrow is pointing, we should hopefully come across some lobster very, very soon. Let's just extend the sonar radius to 1,000 meters, and then we can home in on where these lobster are. We're going to head back towards the actual lobster sighting this way, and then we can begin to prep our pots, because I think the lobster is more in this direction. Fingers crossed. We haven't come across any lobster yet on the sonar. We're going to keep looking as best we can. We should be coming across some soon. Very shortly, he says. Wishful thinking. Or is this this little tip we got from the bar a false tip? I'm currently riding the waves at the moment, so the boat's being a bit slower. Right, the depth is now increasing as we're going out. We're about 187 meters down to the bottom, so we should theoretically be getting near lobster soon. But I've got a funny feeling this tip was not quite where we wanted it to be. I feel like we've been led on somewhat. So what we would do is we will now circle back round, because at the moment I'm not having much joy in this area. I'm wondering if it's further up towards the coast. We'll circle round one more time. Not a great start to our lobster crusade, but like I say, we can't fish for lobster if there is no lobster. So until that sonar pings us some fine specimens of the lobster variety, then we ain't gonna have much joy. Okay, keep heading in this direction. I think we're just gonna head now towards the coast, and in hope of this tip from the bar is gonna be correct, and it's actually gonna pay off, because at the moment I've literally spent 10 minutes just trying to locate them. Never normally had an issue locating lobster, especially with a tip from the bar, but today I think they might have been on the old, you know, the funny juice, and they've led us astray very drunkenly. But I live in hope. I'm hoping that the lobster have moved a bit closer to the inland from where we are right now. So we'll go 100 meters further in. It looks like this other boat that's over there is also looking for lobster. And as soon as we found lobster, we will be rocking and rolling. Right, I think we can turn off our work lights and our interior lights and our running lights for now, because for once it's not dark. we won't speak too soon. Okay, so we have literally driven all around in this area. That's 7 days ago, that's 4 days ago. So I think what we'll do is we'll head now down to here and search for lobster down here. And we're going to head in the direction of those arrows. And then hopefully in between the two sightings we will come across the exact location of the mother lode of lobster. So while we're sailing in that direction, I'm just going to get one lobster pot prepped and baited, ready for when we do come across some lobster. But yet again, the sonar is not playing ball, or these tips are not playing ball. We are literally struggling to find any hint of lobster today. Not turning out to be a good start, but we live in hope. Let's just zoom in on the old, yeah, see, even down to 250 meters on the sonar there is no evidence of any sort of life. But if we head in this sort of northeast direction towards this other location, hopefully somewhere around here, just in between there, we may come across some lobster. That is what I am hoping. Just in between the two marker buoys, or the two tips that we've been given from the bar. There ain't no buoys in the sea, we haven't dropped any yet. But this is where we fished last time, and I think it thought, see, he got quite a bit of money first time around. Let's make it a little bit harder for him for part 2. And they certainly are. Because if this is the case, we may have to relocate to another port, Digby or somewhere like that, Yarmouth, and try and find another tip on lobster, because this one is dry as a bone. Literally nothing. I'm astonished that we have wasted this much time looking for lobster. I mean, how far do you go before you literally call it a day? I'm catching up now with the second location of lobster where we were earlier, and I've had nothing in between, so that's not good, right? That's not good. So if we were now to go, the arrow seems to be pointing off in this direction, so if we were to go now over there, I wonder if my hunch is correct. Now if we circle around here, we may come across those hidden lobster. Yes, we found them. My hunch has paid off. So where they were is where they no longer are. They are up here. So we fished down here. We got the second tip here. We've literally sailed up and down here looking for lobster with no joy. And we've followed the direction even further up onto this point here, this headland. And we've struck gold. We've struck gold. So we're going to drop a fishing pot. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and set another one. It's probably the first time I've done this in daylight. Normally it's in pitch blackness. So there's our boy over there. we got to be 100 meters away from the previous one to be able to set the next one. And we can set the next one. There we go. Oh, there's plenty of lobster down here. Plenty of lobster down here. There goes our boy. So, and our pot. Let's bait another one. We've got 12 of these. Let's see if we can have a good catch. I might only do one run, because it takes a while to launch these, to come back, to haul them back in. If I do 2, although we are trying to break over 200,000 here, aren't we? Trying to make exactly the same as what we did last time, so we can get that brand new boat, which is what we're here for. To upgrade our boat, to do a little bit of deep line fishing, or possibly even increase our lobster size production by possibly gaining a few extra pots, going from maybe 12 possibly up to like 24 or 25. How are we looking? We're looking good. This whole area here is literally like a gold mine. My hunch paid off. I thought maybe there might be still some lobster down where the tips were given to us, but they've moved. They've moved further inland, and that's why you have to follow the sort of direction of the arrows. Like I said before, we started here. Second tip was given us here 4 days ago. So 7 days, and then literally 4 days. They've travelled that far. So I'm assuming it's been another 4 days, 3 or 4 days since then. So they've now moved over to here. So in the next few days, they'll probably be sort of up here somewhere. So you just got to follow that line of where they're actually swimming. Are they swimming, crawling? I don't know. Whatever lobsters do, swim, crawl, whatever. They do their little thing, don't they? Right. So we got another 6 more pots to launch, and then we can skip time and then haul them in. Although I've now done a complete circle here, I'm catching up on my previous boy, so we need to sort of move away from this area now, because we are literally on top of each other. All these boys are like on top of each other. So if we just head up this way, and while we slowly trundle up the coast, we'll grab another pot, grab another load of baits, and then we will drop another buoy. Oh, look at this. If I go to 100 meters, there is literally plentiful here in this area. We should do rather well. Fingers crossed. It just means within a 500 meter radius of my boat, we've got lobster everywhere. Literally everywhere. Which is good. Okay. But you've got to keep an eye on your sonar, because you could end up moving well out of range of where the lobster are and end up dropping pots in an area where there just isn't any. So you've got to be careful and keep an eye on that sonar, because at the minute the sonar's looking plentiful of lobster, but remember, this is a 1,000 meter radius. If we drop it down to 100, what you got to keep an eye on is the lobster still flowing quite frequently beneath your boats. Like I said in the previous part to this stream, in part 1, that whatever's to the right side of that sonar, so it travels from right to left, and whatever's on the right side is what's directly beneath your boat. Okay, what's on the right side of your sonar screen is directly beneath your boat. So at the moment we're in for a good haul. Look at that lot. Look at that lot. That's a lot of lobster down there. So let's get another one set pretty quickly, because we could be in for some monsters. And that's what we're here for. To double our money and hopefully buy that bigger boat that we so desperately need. So desperately need. just for the storage capacity, for obviously when we fish larger amounts, we need the bigger storage capacity to do that. Whereas having only 12 lobster pots, you're not going to fill this boat up. So I believe that is all 12. We are done. We have no more lobster pots available to us. All 12 have been launched. So what we'll do is we will now head back down to here, back down to number 1, which is just about, well, that'll do. We'll head to that. So we'll travel to there and there, and then 1 should be pretty much dead ahead. So let's just go and track where buoy 1 is, and then we will skip the time and see what these pots have to offer. Let me just zoom in a bit. So we need to just go over this way a little bit. There it is there. So there's number 1. Cut the engine. And let's skip some time. Like I say, normally anywhere between sort of 20 hours and 24 hours. That little time slot, those 4 hours, between 20 hours and 24 hours is where you want to haul your lobster, or any fish for that matter. So we've already done an hour on these pots. The first pot got dropped an hour ago. The last one was only dropped 20 minutes ago in game time. So to that end, we need to fast forward a good 18 hours. No, I'm going to go 19 hours, because then that would bring us to 20. And then hopefully they're all blue. As you can see, blue means they're ready to be hauled. They've got some sort of catch, either on the line or in the pots themselves, depending upon what type of fishing you're doing. We're doing lobster pots, so they're going to be in the pots. If you're doing deep line fishing, it means that your line has a catch when it turns blue. Depending on the lines, how many hooks you've got on the lines, you could have anything from 1 fish to 4 fish, if you're fishing for like swordfish or tuna, that is. So yeah. So now we can go and haul our first pot in, because it's blue and it means it's ready for us. So let's do this. Let's see if we can actually get it on the first sweep. And we have. And it's still daylight. Just. I don't know what time of day it is. I'm hoping it's morning and not evening, because otherwise by the time we get to 12 it's going to be dark. Okay, so we need the crate. Place that here, open it up. What I am going to do is just turn on my working lights, just to help us gauge these crabs. Gives us a bit of extra light, and that one there is perfect. That's the sort of lobster you want to be starting with. That one, no, way too small. On that one, yeah, you can tell. That one is, oh, that's borderline. Very, very much borderline. I'm gonna take a risk on that one. I may get a fine for being undersized. That one's perfect again. It's just trying to get these elastic bands. The boat is bobbing around today. Seems a little bit rough. So that's all we got. We got a good 2 or 3 there. So let's just restack our lobster pot. Come on, there you go, there you go. Close this up and then store it under the ship in that little silver panel there. Anytime you want to get rid of your crates, your blue crates, you just drop them in there. That's all you do, under the storage. Okay, so what did we, well, only 153 kilograms that time. We have done better. We've done, what, nearly 200-300, haven't we, before? But the evening is young. I'm not too sure what the time is. Oh, it's only 11 in the morning. So yes, we definitely have that on our side. Storage, we'll keep an eye on the storage catch time. There we go. So let's go and haul in our next one, which is just over here. Fingers crossed this next one's going to be a little bit more. But I've got a funny feeling that the later pots that we dropped sort of like pots 6 up to 12 are going to have better. You overshot that one then. A better catch because we found a lot denser cluster of lobsters on the sonar when we were travelling further up the coastline. Okay, but we could have a surprise here. We could have a really good haul here. Boats bobbing around, just trying to keep locked onto that little button there to be able to haul our pots in. There we go. Come on, come on. There we go. Let's see what we got. I'll take that one. Little bit borderline, but we'll take it. Perfect. Good start. 2 in the bag. Yep, we'll take that one as well. That was better than the first one. Ooh. That's so borderline, but we'll take it. I've been pretty lucky of late. I've not managed to get done by any undersized lobsters, so that one definitely will be an undersized lobster. But if I do get done today, which we will check at the end, once we sell our lobster, we'll check to see if we've been done for any undersized, and if we have, we know exactly which ones they were. And there was a few undersized ones there right at the end. Why can't I? Seem to be getting stuck on the table. Right, let's place that there. This is definitely a bigger haul than the last pot, so we're getting better as we go along. What was that? 249 miles better. Right, let's pop on over to pot number 3 and see what this little bad boy has to offer. At some point we could do with getting ourselves a fun now, preferably not in the dark like the last thumbnail was. I think we had like a sunrise or something. Okay. I'm hoping by the end of this stream, we will be ever so closer to getting that larger boat. And if we're only a fraction away from getting it, like just shy of what the sort of money we need, then we may get a little small loan just to cover the remaining cost. Because at the moment this boat is making minimum. But although this catch is looking rather good, that one's undersized, that one's perfect. Yeah, I mean, if I can get another sort of 70,000 on this run, out of these 12 pots, another 70,000 again, and then another 70,000 on the second run out to sea, then we won't need much of a loan at all to pay for that new boat. We'll pretty much cover everything except maybe the upgrades and the extras like the sonars and stuff that we need to add to our new boat. That was 380, that was nearly 400 kilograms, that little haul there. That was pretty good going. Okay, so 4 is just over here, and we should be heading roughly up the coast in a minute. These waves are pretty choppy today. Makes finding the pot just that little bit harder. Here we are. Creep on a little bit more. Come on, there we go. Try and keep as far back as we can while hauling this pot in. Just trying to keep in control of that button while we're bobbing around like nobody's business. Let's open that up. Can't forget our little plastic crate. Let's see what we got today. Oh, not a good start. That's undersized. That's border. No, that's all right. That's that's just the passable. That one's definitely passable. Undersized. That's good. Take that one. That was a very small catch. That wasn't as large as the others. That's probably only, I don't know, I think that could be under 200, that one. Yeah, 172. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, that boy probably was the furthest boy out from all the others, if that makes any sense. I feel like the ones we're heading to now are going to have a real cluster of golden lobsters for us to catch. But we're not doing too badly. We're on 964 kilos so far. I can't remember now where we got to on the last catch, on the last run that we did. I think we got over 2,000 kilograms, didn't we? If I remember correctly. And we've overshot this boy. The waves did us in. If I can just bring my arse end back round as we reverse. Just swing her on round. It's all about timing in this game. Using the waves and the engine to sort of straighten you up. It can be a bit frustrating, especially in this boat. This has to be the most awkwardest boat out of them all that I've ever owned in this game for controlling onto the boys themselves. That should have done at that time. Luckily, when we've got rid of this boat, we won't have this problem. Come on, let's give us a good haul. Give us a good haul. Another 70,000 would be nice. Okay, where's my crate? There it is. What we got there? And that's good enough. I don't know what that sudden splashing is. I don't know if it's like lobster escaping. I'm not too sure. I always get that like random. Why can't I get the bands on this one? There we go. I don't know why. It just happens every time I haul in a pot. You get that random splash in the water, like a lobster has fallen out the side of the pot once you open it. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's the first one I've had to chuck in the water. The rest have all been absolute smashers. That's a little bit borderline, that one, but we'll take it. I'm not going to risk that one. That's slightly undersized. But we've taken more out of that than we have thrown. So that one is definitely a blinder. Chuck him in back in there. Right, okay. So that was... Oh, it was only 216. It felt more than that. It did feel more than that. Alright, we're at 1,100 kilograms so far, total storage of lobster. I would love to get over 2,000 again. I think that's sort of where we got to last time. I'm not 100%, but we're literally coming up to the halfway point now, and we're already well over 1,000 kilograms. So if we can do the same again with the after this pot with the next 6 pots, then we'll be on target to get over 2,000 for sure. If I can ever get on this boy. Come on, there we go. There we go, right. Try and do a thumbnail in a minute, I think, for this video, if I can. Keep forgetting to do it, and then it will be darkness, and then we'll have the same problem as... I can never grab these things. There we go. There we go. Let's open that up. Open that up. Right then. Ooh, lovely start. Lovely start to pot 6. See, there's that splashing noise again. I'm not making it up. It definitely does happen every time. We'll see on the next one. Oh, that's definitely a thrower backer. And that one. Off you go. Go join your friend. You live to fight another day. That's a poor catch. That was no way as good as the others. One of the worst ones, that. What did we catch? 2 lobsters? That's barely 100 kilograms, I reckon. Barely 100. 112, yeah. That's what I thought. Right. 7's all the way over this way. Oh, we were going to do a little thumbnail, weren't we? Should we do it with some land in the background? Because last time we had the sunset, or the sunrise I should say. Let's get rid of that. Try and just to get a bit of a close-up of the boat. That's a good one. That's a good one. Now we'll have that. We'll have that as our little bobbing around thumbnail for today. Or we could go a bit higher, couldn't we? With the sea in the background. We come around there a little bit. Just trying to get the angles. Anyway, enough messing around. Where are we? What are we doing? Oh, we're heading over to 7, aren't we? That'll do. We'll work with something. We'll do something with that. Okay, so 7's just down here. Hold this bad boy in. Hopefully it was better than that last one. It was about 100, what was it, 112 that last one? 112 kilograms. So I could do with this being a 300 kilogram mark haul. Something in the region of about 300, and I've overshot it. Or just reverse it slightly. Badoom, gotcha. Badoom, what the hell does that mean, badoom? Right, watch out for the splashing noise when I put it on the table. When I put this pot on the table, you just wait for that splashing noise. Like I said, oh, glitch. That pot is not liking that. There we go. Right, watch the splashing noise. Wait for it. Crate down. Open the crate. As soon as I open this, you'll hear a splashing noise. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, of course it doesn't happen. There you go. There it is. I got no idea what that means. Right, that was a good start. There is a lot in this one. That's definitely a borderline, 2 borderline. I won that one. I could get done for that one. That's a good one. I don't mind taking risks with certain crabs, but when the eyes are that far away from the pins, I'd rather chuck them back in and then get $1,000 fine. And 90% of those were good. Were good. I'm happy with that. Not quite 300 kilograms, but better than the last one. Oh, not far off 300 though. 282. So we weren't far off. Right. Let's circle back round to number 8. And then we'll be back into the harbour to try and get a good price for our lobster, depending upon where the best price is relevant to which port we go to, I suppose. Give me the better price and I'll go to you, sir. Right then, cut the engines. Hopefully we've got this one. I think we've... Yes. That's a better line up with the pot that time. I didn't overshoot it. Normally when I'm not concentrating. So yeah, there'll be another random splash now as soon as I open that cage. Open the crate and wait for it. Oh, undersized. You can go back in. Oh, that's a good one. There we go, there's the splash. Oh, we had a double one that time. I wonder if we actually lost any lobster. I wonder if you do lose lobsters out of the pots when you open them. That was a poor catch. That was shocking. One lobster. What was that? 40 kilograms, if that? Oh, that was shocking. 47 kilograms. Dear me. That was a waste of a pot. Right. As me saying, these pots that are going up towards the coastline now will have a better catch. I may have to eat my words, because that last one was diabolical. It was poor. Absolutely poor. 1,622 kilograms so far. I need to get above 2,000 to make this anywhere close to what the last one was. I think it was, at the current pace we're going, this could only be a 50 to 60k haul. It might not quite reach that 70k mark. But we still have 4 more pots to go, and if these are all absolute corkers... Oh, I overshot. Wasn't quite lined up. Right, let's see. Come on. Crate, open her up. No! Oh. Right, and oh, there doesn't seem to be that many lobster in there. We're lacking, I think there's only like another 2 or 3 in there. But if they are all good size ones, I'm going to take a risk on that one. Oh, that's a good one. Well, that's better than the last haul anyway. We've got 3. 3 out of 3. Well, we only got 1 in that last one. But yeah, we see it doesn't seem to be as good up here. I must have got it completely wrong. But the sonar definitely looked more dense up this way. Clusters of lobster. Hopefully 10, 11 and 12 pots. Numbers 10, 11 and 12 will have a better outcome. Just trying to find pot number 10 on the waves. I'm looking for that flag or flashing light. The waves are quite choppy today. Okay, over this way a bit more. Right, I've got it. Located it. I was heading the wrong way. It's over here. That's why it's always good to upgrade your boys to the top upgrade, tier 4 I think it is, where you get the flag and the light, because it really is hard to spot these boys in waves this large, because these are quite large in places. And it's literally the waves have completely knocked me off course then. Come on. Come on, my little beauty. Come on, that's it. Come on, bring her on in. Oh, I just need to get my arse end round a little bit more, and I'll be in the catchment area for that boy. The waves are helping me a little bit here. Not... This boat is terrible. I hate this boat. It's like a brick trying to maneuver it. There we go. That's it. Got it that time. Right then, we got there, and we got there finally. Let's haul her all up. Haul her on up. Get the blue crate. No, put it down. Oh, yeah, this doesn't look that good. I'm going to take a risk with that one, only because I think there's only 1 or 2 more lobsters in this pot. Oh no, I can't take the risk with that one. I will get fined. Oh, and you. Sorry. You'll do though. I'll take you. Oh, that was another poor one. I will eat my words. The pots out this way are shocking. Not great at all. 2 more. And we nearly broken the 2000 kg mark. I think this haul is worse than the last one I did in part 1 of my playthrough of this game. I got well over 2000 kg and I'm barely scraping it this time. Right then. These waves are literally moving me around all over the place today. Oh, we caught that one. 2 more then. 2 more, and then we'll go and see how much this lot's worth. Hopefully it gets me to where I need to be. Well, closer anyway, to that new boat. I can't wait to get that new boat. It's whether or not I do another run after this, because it does take time. I'm wondering maybe I should do a little bit of fishing off camera, because otherwise each video that I do is basically going to be the same thing. Because all I'm going to do again after this is go out looking for crab and doing the same process that I'm doing right now. But it would be nice to capture it all on, you know, the whole process of me getting what I need to progress to the next level in the fishing industry here in the North Atlantic. That wasn't a bad catch. That's 220. So we've just hit the 2,000 mark, just over the 2,000 mark now. So we'll go and get our last pot. Hopefully this is a pot that we can end on a high with. It's just out here somewhere. Just circle back around this way and we should, yeah, there it is, just be able to see it. Hopefully the audio quality today is a little bit better on the mic. I've changed headsets. I had originally a Razer Kraken for console headset, and that was the mic that I was using up until today. But today I decided to invest in another headset which has a slightly better mic but doesn't break the bank balance. So I'm currently using now the Razer Black Shark V2X headset, which I know isn't the best headset on the market, and is currently quite an old headset now. It's at least a couple of years old, but the mic seems to perform better than my previous mic, and that's what I'm looking for, because at the moment I can't really, or there is no point in me investing in a proper setup yet, meaning a Blue Yeti mic which gives us the really perfect audio for chatting to you guys on a live stream, and a camera so you're able to see me in live streams. All this will come in time, but I'm at the early stages of my YouTube gaming career, and Rome wasn't built in a day. So we do what we got to do just to keep things ticking over until we can, like this fishing game, progress to the next level. It's like me getting a bigger boat in this game. That's what my YouTube career is going to be like. It's going to be like progressing up to the next stage where I can have a camera and a better mic and this, that and the other. And that last haul was in fact a very good haul for the last catch. 308 kilograms. That brings us to a total of 2,393 kilograms total. So what we're going to do is we're going to just go to our fish prices and just check out which port to head to. So Yarmouth is $21.77. Lunenburg is still ahead, I believe, with $25.64. So anything above 25, and it's Lunenburg again, so that's cool. So if we head back up to Lunenburg then, and that's where we're going to sell our catch. Fast track back up here, and basically all we would do next is sell our catch, make sure we have enough bait, which we will have, and then a fuel obviously, and then we're back out to sea and do the whole process again until we have enough money to upgrade our boat and basically do a variety of other fishing techniques like nets, deep line, long line, etc, etc. And that only gave us 61k, so we're a little bit off the mark from our previous catch. We're about 9 or so, possibly 10k k down from our previous catch. So, but still not too bad. So we would have to do another run to get past the 200k mark. We would have to go out and do another run of another 12 pots. Now, do I do another 12 pots, or do I call it a day for tonight? I'm rather tired. I'm not going to lie. I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning. I went up to London with my job. I'm a truck driver. I deliver furniture, antique furniture, removals, that sort of thing. And I've been up since 5 this morning. And we've had quite a long day driving and doing different things, picking up snooker tables and sofas, corner sofas, and dining tables, things like that. So yeah, I think I'm going to call it a night. I am tired. I wanted to do 2 runs tonight, but I think that's going to be it for today. I think I could do with a rest, chill out, maybe have a little bit of Netflix, and just go with the flow. We will return back to this for part 3. I am 100% certain on that. We will come back for part 3, and we will leave from this exact spot that we're in now. $169,000 is where we're going to come back to. I'm not going to do any off camera. I'm going to do it properly and do it all on a stream, and we will do this day by day, and get to where we need to get. And I believe if I go to the map, I'll just check. What we will do quickly is we'll just buy the fuel and repair the boat, ready for the next trip. But where we want to go to in order to buy our next boat is we're going to go there now. We're just going to have a quick look at the boats before we leave. So let's go to Lockport, because I know at Lunenburg everything is well overpriced. You need millions to be able to buy a boat from Lunenburg. Lockport, however, there may be something here that we are able to purchase. So let's have a little look. The Ocean Runner is a fantastic boat. If I had that sort of money, that would now be the next boat that I get. But I believe that the Ocean Runner would be the 3rd boat that I would purchase. So whatever boat I get next, this will come after that. Just because of the price, it's got a max storage of 40,000 kilograms. And we're only currently on, 8,000 on our boat that we're on at the moment. It can have a max crew of 4, which is ideal for what we need at that time. It can have 50 crab pots, 50 lobster pots, where at the moment we've only got 12. So that shows you how much of an increase we would have with just this boat alone. We can do net fishing. We can have 120 meter nets, 30 of them. Long lines, we can have 30 long lines with 5,000 hooks on board. Whew. That's going to be one. Hang on, I'm just going to go down to deep line. 40 deep lines as well. You put out 40 deep lines, capturing tuna or swordfish, and you're going to make a haul of about near on $1 million if you manage to get 2+ on each line, like 2 tuna or 2 swordfish on each line, 2 to 3 on each line. You're going to be raking in millions, or just over $1 million. So that will be our 3rd boat of choice. This one here is more for, we can use this, but to be honest, I think I'd rather go for the previous boat, the Ocean Runner. It's cheaper for a start, and it pretty much does everything this one does. It has the same storage capacity, may have a bigger fuel tank, so you can spend longer out to sea. But other than that, yeah, it's not really much difference. What we will do now, though, is we'll just go and have a look at another port, Dennisport, and just have a little look and see what they have to offer. because we only have 168,000. I'm just wondering if there's anything now that we could buy. This is quite a good little boat. This is the boat that you start off with if you go straight into the game doing deep line fishing and harpoon fishing. Or no, maybe this isn't the boat actually. It's this boat. This is the boat you get. Sorry, start again. Full Throttle, I believe, is the boat you get. It's either this one or Legend. I can't remember now. One of those two you get. And you can do harpoon fishing, deep line fishing. I think this is the boat you start off with. So if I didn't have the Orca, which is what I've currently got, this would be the boat you get next. Yeah, I mean, the storage is better. You start off with 2,000 more kilograms worth of storage, and you can go straight out and do deep line fishing, which is awesome. But 975,000 just for this boat. Nah, I'd rather get the Ocean Runner, if I'm honest. Okay, so if we go back up to the map, we are getting closer now to selecting the next boat that we want, which I think is here in Yarmouth. We have got Digby, and I think there's one more port after that. But if we look here, and we go down to this one, even the Backstabber it's only 12,000. It's ridiculous. Ah, no, this is the boat you start with. Sorry, my apologies. This is the boat that you start with when you go from... When you choose at the beginning of the game whether you start with doing lobster or deep line fishing, you get to choose which... I think easy is lobster and medium is like deep line fishing. I don't know, but the fishing prices alter depending on what level you start the game at. But this is definitely the boat you start with if you decide to do deep line fishing instead of lobster. And it's only got a storage size of 6,000, so it's less than the boat we have now. But it does have deep lines, which is good for tuna and yeah, swordfish. But that's not the boat we want. No. The boat we want is this one. This is our next boat. Lenore is the boat we want, because for only 295,000, for that price, you get all the bells and whistles to make a fortune. Until you get to the Ocean Runner, of course. This has 20,000 storage. Now, if I go to the other boat, the one that does deep line fishing, which is 450,000, but it only has a max storage of 6,000 kilograms. Why on earth would you buy that when you could buy this for 150 grand cheaper, and it comes with 20,000 max storage? Yes, the fuel tank's quite small, but you get 12 long lines, 12 fishing nets, 30 crab pots, 30. So we're only on 12 at the minute. So that's double and some what we currently have. Okay? And deep lines, you get 12 deep lines, which is adequate to start earning some good cash. This is the boat we're going to get next, the Lenore. Now, we will just double check, okay, the other two ports in case there is a boat that I have missed, which I feel could potentially do a little bit better job for price and for what you get for it. But the Lenore and the Ocean Runner will be the next two boats that I acquire, but not necessarily in that order. If we go down to dock and shipyard and go to available, so these are both well out of my price range. I mean, these are basically this is a crab boat, and the other one I think is a scallop boat, and yeah, 4 million, and the other one's nearly 9 million, or one's nearly 5 million, the other one's nearly 9 million. So there's not even any point looking at boats in that area. So the other place we have is over here, Ingles Head. So let's try this one, and we'll just have one last look, just to see if my third choice of boat is available here. It wasn't that one. Was it Double Trouble? No, it wasn't Double Trouble. That's not bad though. Just for 1 million, that will give you some real. I don't know if I've owned that boat before. Maybe I have. It does look familiar. Ah, this is the boat. This is the boat that I brought after the Ocean Runner. This was a fantastic little boat. It's only 1.4 mil. Okay, now that seems a long way off where we currently are. But once you've done a bit of deep line fishing, and you've used not only the Lenore and the Ocean Runner, you can make money for this boat pretty frigging quickly. And I'm not kidding you, this boat can stay out to sea for weeks. It has a freezer on board, so you can store all your fish, freeze all your fish, so you can stay out to sea and keep all the fish that you've caught fresh. It has a max storage of 125,000 kg. That's a lot of storage. You start off with 60,000, but you can easily increase it. 80 long lines, 80 nets. Oh, sorry about that. 80 nets, 150 lobster pots. 150 lobster pots. We've only got 12 at the moment. And 120 deep line. 120 deep lines. You only get 12 with the Lenore. This is what we're aiming for. This is the prize boat that we are aiming for to make some serious money. Once we have this boat, we will be progressing on to the lobster, to the crab boats and the scallop boats and the trawlers and the dredgers. We will be raking it in, and I cannot wait until that happens. Right, before I leave, I'm just going to buy the fuel. We're wasting we've wasted quite a bit in fuel just milling around. But what we're going to do is we're going to go to the bar a minute, and we're just going to check for tips. So we do have a lobster tip there, which we will need. Let's just see what that tip is. So that's 8 days ago. That's too long now. They could be anywhere. So this is it. This is the third tip that we've just got. So we were over here fishing last time. Okay, we went up this way, and the last remaining pots up here weren't as good as the ones here. So this is where we need to go, to this location. So to that end, I am going to fast track to Lunenburg. Okay, so we're ready to go, and we can start our journey from Lunenburg. And we'll just dock our boat here. We'll just refuel, so we're ready to go for the next trip out. Job's a good un. Job is a good un. There we go. Right, guys, so I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks very much for watching. If you're watching this on catch up, then thank you so much for choosing my video. And if you like what you see, go and give me a thumbs up. Go and subscribe if you wish to do so. And hit the notification bell for any future videos that you may possibly miss if you want to keep watching my channel. You're more than welcome. I'd love to have you aboard and grow our little community here on RG Rampage. I am Rufus Gazelle, and I'll see you all next time. Auf Wiedersehen to you and you. Adios, guys, and stay safe. And I will see you all tomorrow for another stream. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.